this video we will talk about feminist foreign policy. So firstly, why we are discussing this? So let me tell you that India has been elected to the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women, and according to this, India has committed itself to promote gender equality, development and peace. Now when we talk about various index related to gender development, so there is one particular index which is of utmost importance, and it is Global Gender Gap Index. So according to this, India's rank was 112 in the year of 2020, and this rank is among 153 countries. So like if we have a look at this, we can know that India is not doing pretty much good in terms of women empowerment and their development, and particularly the gender equality. So now talking about the feminist foreign policy. What is it and when was it introduced? So it is a political framework that was introduced by Sweden in the year of 2014, and it is built on three principles of feminist perspectives. This includes broadening the understanding of security, second one is decoding internal power relations, and lastly acknowledging women's political agency. Now further, when we talk about why we need to adopt this particular foreign policy, feminist foreign policy framework, so there are several reasons. Okay, so firstly, if we give a reasonable thought about it, then obviously if a large part of population is not working, they are not contributing to the GDP, then it's like when they will be focusing on contributing to GDP, then can you imagine the development, the rate at which the development will take place? So yes, this is one of the reasons why feminist foreign policy is of utmost importance. Now this will further eliminate the existing barriers, like in terms of participation of women, like all the particular areas where women can contribute. It will add up to the development of the nation as a whole, and then it will help in tackling the patriarchy. Like when women will become leaders, they will be taking participation in leadership, then it could automatically help like in breaking these stereotypes about the patriarchal gender roles. And then there is one more important aspect, that in terms of like delivering justice, if there is no particular woman in judiciary which is like involved in the process of making the decisions, like how can you expect that the decisions which are taken is in accordance with the woman who is fighting for her rights, fighting for the justice? So in this case also we can see that how if we include women in judiciary, then there can be much more efficiency in terms of delivering justice. And constitutionally we have got a lot of provisions with the help of Article 14, Article 15 Part 3, Article 39A and Article 42. So these articles are the basis in order to fight for rights of women to ensure gender equality. And there are many important schemes, like various government schemes which are intended towards women development and empowerment, like Beti Bachao Beti Padhao, then Mahila Shakti Kendra, Working Women Hostel, Mahila Police Volunteers, Rashtra Mahila Kosh. These are some of the important ones, and there are many more. Okay, so what we can conclude is that women development, women empowerment is very much important. Like we are not even realizing what it could, like what changes, what magic it can do when women will be participating in larger numbers in contributing to the economy of the country. So it is very much important that we must empower women, we must give them support in terms of education, and we should motivate them for political participation, for participation in different levels of the government, like in legislative where the law can be made by keeping the perspectives of women or girls, and in executive where the formulation of the laws are done. In that case also women can add a lot, and then in judiciary where they can add a lot, as I mentioned earlier. And here is a very beautiful quotation, like it's been said by Aung San Suu Kyi, and it's the education and the empowerment of women throughout the world cannot fail to result in a more caring, tolerant and peaceful life for all. So this is all about this video, and I hope you learned something in this video. So thank you so much for watching.